I'm gonna open up a new file and probably make this maybe 8.5 by 11, 8 by 10. You could also work directly into a file too. So I'll make this one. You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit crazier scale. Let's go 14 by 8.5. So legal size and 300 resolution. Now I'm just doing that because my image, one of the images I want to use a little bit longer. So I'm going to go to my folder with my images and I'm going to bring them into Photoshop. And I'm just going to drag them and drop them down onto my icon at the bottom of the screen. This is going to be one of the images I'm going to use. And now I could work directly in here to bring the images in. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to go and I'm going to go select all, just Command A, edit copy, and I'm going to bring it back into my new file and edit paste, okay, which is Command V. From there, you could start dragging these up, making these larger. Make sure you double click to apply. But you want to get all your images in there that you're going to be able to use or that you're going to use. So I'll drag in my next one here. Select all, Command A, Command C to copy, and Command V to paste. And I'll scale that up. Hold down Shift to make sure that that doesn't become out of proportion. And then the next one, let's get one more image here. Let's see what we're going to use. This is actually one that I've done some glitching to, but I'm going to use that one anyway because I like it. So select all. And let's go back here. Copy and paste. Okay. And then that one's obviously larger, so I'm just going to scale that down a little bit. So this one actually already has some color applied to it, but for the other ones, what we're going to do is desaturate them. So I'm going to go select a layer. So this is the one with my sun. And I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate, and then maybe go in and brightness and contrast that just to get a little bit more separation between those lights and darks. Possibly even make it a little bit darker too. Oops. Hit OK. And then I'm going to do the same thing. This one looks like it's okay. I don't know if this is going to end up working or not, but on this one, image adjustments and desaturate, and then image adjustments, brightness and contrast. Contrast up a little bit. All right. And this one, I'm going to have this one be most of the image here. So the next thing I'm going to do is, once we have these desaturated, I'm going to apply colors to this. Now, there's other ways you can do this. I'm just using this method because I think it's a little bit easier, but the workflow isn't as easy to go back on. So what I want to do is basically select a color to work with on this. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments. I'm going to go to Gradient Map. Now, it's initially going to apply my yellow and white because that's already selected, but I'm going to change it later. So I'm going to go Gradient Map. You can see how it's affected it. Now, I can leave it as that yellow. Actually, you know what? This time I think I will. But one thing you could do is you could go in and edit it. So if I wanted to mess with this and I wanted this to be maybe blue instead, right? I can change it. I can set it to any color. All right. I'll try this one. I'll go back and try yellow later. And then I'm going to turn on my Image with Theo, and I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Gradient Map on that one as well. And I'm going to change it to a red. That's just the kind of color scheme I've been using, but anything, you know, will work. It's just kind of what you're intending and what you want. Hit OK. Now I have these two layered up, but you can see that they're not really interacting. So what we're going to do next is we're going to change our layer setting for this. So right here where it says normal, we're going to change that the blending mode and to multiply. So drop that down, go to multiply. And right away you're going to see how this image is going to be affected, okay, and what's going on there. So already looking kind of cool. Now the thing is it's a really hard edge line there because it's just a square picture. So in this case, I'd probably suggest maybe going to Layer, Layer Mask, and Reveal All. And then you can see I have a white layer mask there. I'm going to change my brush to black. Get a nice soft edge brush to use here. And I'm just going to airbrush that out. Just kind of set that into the background there. All right. So right there, I mean, I could be, you know, in theory, I could just be done right there. All right, let's go back and change the color. Or actually, we'll go see what this one looks like. This is my glitch image. I'm actually going to delete that one. Let's see if we can bring. We'll use this one. Select all, copy, and go back here and paste it in. Now, for me, this might work perfectly. Let's see how this looks when it's all done. But go ahead and do that same thing, image adjustments, and desaturate it. And then image adjustments, gradient map. And this one, I don't know, let's try make a teal color on this one. Hit OK. And then same deal. Go ahead and drop that down, and let's see what that multiply looks like. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. One thing that I might want to do here is maybe switch this one, have this one be a little bit more intense, or maybe change the gradient map on one of these. So that blue one, you can see right there how the yellow then affects it. The nice thing now is if I change the color, you kind of get a preview of what everything's looking like there. That one's kind of cool. So I might need a little bit lighter. I can also airbrush stuff out. So this is actually that background image. Hit OK. And then you're kind of seeing how these images are all playing together. And then, again, I have that same problem where I have like a hard edge line there. I'm going to layer mask, and I'm going to reveal all. Go ahead and then just airbrush that out. Just to soften a little. And just a nice, really simple layer masking thing here. And again, I can always go back and change stuff. So, if I want to see, all right, maybe this one, I don't want it to be red. I want it to be yellow. All right, maybe I want this one to be actually black. That might look kind of cool. So. And then this is pretty much good to go. So just a quick little demo on how to do some double exposure.